Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Nelson, and welcome to Let's Talk Tuesday, episode number 23. And I'm sorry if the last two episodes weren't really that legitimate. One was a quick tip, and the other one I wasn't able to get to, so I apologize for that. And actually, happy Thanksgiving! I'm recording this on Thanksgiving, so just so you guys know, I just thought everyone would be wondering when I'm recording it. So, yeah, today I'll be talking about something that happened about 5 years ago. First, let me give you a little bit of background on what I'm talking about and the whole situation and everything. So, I've been big into snowboarding basically my entire life. Not my entire life. I actually started going when I was about 9, and I originally started skiing, and then I got into skateboarding, and then that transformed into snowboarding, which is something that I usually go to every 2 years. I go to West Virginia, and it's a lot of fun. I really love the snow. It just feels like natural to me. My family has always been big on going to skiing vacations and stuff, which is awesome because I know a ton of people that have never seen snow before, and I'm like, you're crazy, man, you're missing out in life. So as long as you're wearing gloves and you don't get frostbite in your hands, which almost happened to me. So yeah, basically I went to West Virginia, and it was 2007. I was in 6th grade, and really I was that young? Man, 6th grade. Jeez. Alright, back to what I was saying. So I went to West Virginia with a friend, and this was his first time seeing snow. I don't really know why this even matters, but we got to the course, the ski slope, and my dad was kind of showing my friend how to be able to balance and helping him out because he was terrible. Like, he couldn't do it at all. And I said, hey, I'm bored. I'm pretty good at this, so let me go down the course by myself. My dad's like, okay, you make sure when you go down there you go to the lift to the left. And I was like, yep, I'll remember. I promise I'll remember. And I was trying so hard to remember. I was going down the slope, and I was thinking, man, okay, I'm going down the slope to the left. I'm going down the slope to the left. And then I face planted. I fell. And I caught, like, the front lip, and I hit my face. I'm like, okay. I got back up, and I was like, all right. And I don't know if it was, like, the adrenaline kicked in and made me forget. But I got down to the bottom. I was like, oh, crap. Is it to the left or right? Was he telling me not to go to the left, or was he telling me to go to the left? So, like, I ended up going to the wrong lift. And if you guys don't know what a lift is, it's basically a device that you sit on like a seat, and it takes you back to the top of the slope. And this whole entire place is really confusing because there's tons of slopes. And I ended up going on the wrong one, on the wrong lift. And about halfway up I realized it because I was going past where I was supposed to be, and I was like, oh crap, oh my gosh, no. So I got to the top, and I was at a Black Diamond, which is a huge slope, and I've been going down about greens and blues, which are beginner and medium. So this is equivalent to someone with like a .5 KD facing some game battles people and getting raped. That's what it's about, and you have to play. You can't back out. And this is your real life in danger. So I had to go down this Black Diamond, and I slid down my butt the entire way. And I probably got like 40 pounds of ice in my ass. Like, it was hilarious. So then when I got to the bottom, it started kind of blizzarding a little bit. Like, it got really snowy, and I didn't know where I was. I literally got lost, and I was so scared. I didn't have a cell phone at the time, which I don't even know if you'd get cell phone service anyway, but I was only in 6th grade, and I was lost. Like, I literally couldn't find anybody. I was crying, but the tears were drying on my face, and it was so hard. But no, seriously, I was so cold, and I was getting nervous, so I was like freaking out just from you know, panicking, and then I was getting really cold, and I was scared about getting frostbite and hypothermia and all of that. And then eventually someone, like a ranger or someone, found me and gave me a ride back up to the top, and we found my dad. I gave him, you know, cell phone number or something. I called him, and my dad's like, told you, you should have took the slope to the left, you idiot. And I was like, I'm never going snowboarding by myself again. And my butt was frozen for weeks. So when we got back into the hotel, my dad had to go get gas in the truck. And this is another little side story, and I think this is the same night actually. So he had to go get gas in the truck, and he had to go down the mountain, and the mountain took like 20 minutes to get down to the bottom to the nearest city where there was a gas station. And he had to go, and he said, okay guys, I'll be back in about 20-30 minutes. And he didn't come back. It was probably an hour and a half, and my friend and I were like, well, my dad's not here yet, what are we gonna do? Then like another 30 minutes went by. It was like 2 hours, so it was like way longer than he said he was gonna be. And we just started crying. And then we picked up the phone and dialed the emergency number and said, okay, you need to look for this car, you need to look for a red Expedition. My dad said he's going to be back 2 hours ago, and he's not back yet. And then right after he called him, like on the phone actually, I think it might have been, my dad pops in the door and is like, hey guys, I'm back. And I was just like, oh, thank God. I was so scared. And keep in mind, we were in 6th grade, so our hearts were very soft. I don't even know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's pretty much the story, guys. Pretty funny circumstances, and I can't wait to go snowboarding again. Let me know what you guys think of the snow and what you think of this story. So that's all I got for today, and I will see you guys later. Bye.